Well, that's awkward. I haven't had audio this entire time. I've been talking to myself. Alright, well, it's fine. How is everyone doing? That awkward talking to myself happened, but we're on to now. Is this Gorilla Tag? With like full-on gorillas instead of monkeys? Well, I have no idea what's happening. I'm so confused. Cause this low-key looks like Gorilla Tag. Is this like a story mode Gorilla Tag? What's up, Tiger? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? No more rainbows. Oh, that looks sick. It looks like a story mode based Gorilla Tag. What's up, Art? Welcome to the stream. Little cities, of course. Gotta bring back the city builders. Hand tracking? Oh my god, it's gonna be so good on the Quest 3. I cannot wait for mixed reality. Like, my Quest Pro, it honestly, it's much, much better than the Quest 2, but its mixed reality features are still kind of meh. The Quest 3 has depth sensors. Oh my god, it's gonna be so good for 500 bucks. I'm so excited for the Quest 3. Was there a release date in any of that? I don't think there was. I'm so excited. I'm reinvigorated for the future of meta once again. Uh-oh. Why are we streaming in 240p? What's going on? Uh-oh. Streaming in 240p. Yeah, the depth sensor is going to be what like sets it above everything else. Are you guys seeing high quality stream, or is that just me? Okay, I don't know. Let me know if the quality needs some upping. Okay, so this is just city building, kind of sandbox. It's cool. Not really up my alley, but like to see it, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom coming to VR. That'd be truly wild. Oh, it's a poker game? A magic card game? Oh my god, that is terrifying. I don't know. Oh, it's an anime. Not up my alley, but looks like something that could be interesting to some people. Some might say at one point or another. Gotta love the meta chat. Oh yeah, of course. I have no idea what this even is. Death Game Hotel. Awesome. Squid Games at home. Ghost Signal, a stellar game. Fleet expansion. Ooh, we like space games. What's up, Ziad? Welcome to the stream. Top tier anime. Alright. This is top tier, that's good. This looks like Star Trek. I'm down for a good Star Trek game. I just hopped into like the old Star Trek game from like 5 years ago that came out on the Rift, I think. What was it, Bridge Crew? With a couple of the ambassadors. Did a little stream on it. One of the ambassadors uploaded, patch 2 of them did. I'll link those later. Alright, game not too much to it, but you know, looking decent. Yes! Walkabout Mini Golf! More DLC. Okay. An archaeology one? God, I love Walkabout Mini Golf. I need to get some of their DLCs. My little guy who's I don't know why I said little guy. My guy who's hooking me up with all the keys vanished. first time actually showing games. Yeah, instead of just like upcoming games. Wait. You can play with people on iPad now? On phones? Wait a minute. That's huge. A crap ton of DLCs and you can play on iOS devices. Oh my god, I love that. Oh, I went back to the beginning. That's bad. Love walking on the golf stuff. Oh. Onward update. Is this Onward? It looks like Onward. Oh, it's definitely, yeah. Wait, Onward 2? No. There's not really like a reason, because there's no like campaign, is there? I don't know, I haven't really played on it. Did they like, it's already on Quest. New 10. Oh, okay, so this is like DLC update stuff. Yeah, this is a big update. I gotta get back into tactical shooters. They're actually so fun in VR. I'm absolutely dog water at them, but they are fun as all hell. I'm sorry, I was picking my nails. What's your favorite VR game? Definitely Walkabout Mini Golf. Without a doubt.
Yeah, no one plays now.
Okay, there's a glare on my screen.
Two sides enter, but only one side can survive.
I'm gonna be a little darker.
Let the battle commence!
Glare was killing me. Ooh, Demio. I still haven't played Demio. I don't know. Everyone's told me it is like so good, but I haven't played it yet. So my aunt is super into board games. I'm thinking I get her to get Demio on the headset I gave him and we play together. That'd be fun. But I have yet to play it. And I've heard it is like one of the top tier best games. So I'm very excited to play it when I eventually do. Whenever that may be. In like many years' time. Where is the picture of the Quest 3 down there? There it is. Let's open it up. Yeah, Demio update. It's such a good time sync. A couple hours pass by without even noticing.
My
really.
dear little Sproutling, you are a special one.
Yes! I'm so excited for this one too. This was my top rated game when I did my most viewed video ever. The free games video. This game is so much fun. I'm so excited to see it finally released. I've been talking to the developers about doing it. I'm so excited to hop in. That's a pretty cool show.
You and all your other selves.
I haven't had time. I've been so busy. The school's ending, so I'm so excited to like check out all these games and actually like play VR for like the first time in a long time. It's been a hot minute since I played VR. Like just casually.
We are connected. We are nature.
We are nature.
We are one.
Honestly, I liked Help Yourself better than We Are One. Because it used to be called Help Yourself, which I thought was really fun, but you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Power washing simulator? I'm actually so hyped. I feel like this was already like announced, but I am so hyped for Power Washing Simulator. You have no idea. Power Washing Simulator has me so hyped. Alright, now like the countdown begins before they start talking about stuff. I have 2 minutes to make my thumbnail. I got this. Also, I just realized that I'm not being a great host right now because I am so focused. That's okay. Oh, what is up, Keeney, I want to say? Welcome to the stream. Power Washer is going to be so hype. PSVR is a future, like it should launch in 2030. Yeah, PSVR 2 just kind of feels a little ahead of its time. I feel like if they sat on it longer, really like harnessed, like the whole eye tracking thing to select weapons is brilliant. But like, can it be executed very well? I don't know. I don't have a PSVR. I haven't used one ever. But like, all the hype died. Like, I don't hear any hype anymore. So like, can it truly be that good is the question. Also, I'm not gonna worry about changing the thumbnail right now. I just want to pay attention and watch because it's gonna be fun. All the games we're about to see today, even the ones that you'll see for the first time, are slated to launch within the next year. There's always a risk of games slipping due to no. I know there's like a blah 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 blah. That said, there's so many amazing games. Thanks for watching. Let's begin. So cool. The ecosystem is too closed off for now. I agree completely. PSVR ecosystem way too closed off. That's my concern with Apple. I think their headset's gonna be phenomenal. I don't like the Apple ecosystem. I have an iPad.
Welcome everyone
I was forced
to our third annual MetaQuest Gaming Showcase. I'm thrilled to be back hosting, and it's a big day. This morning, Mark Zuckerberg shared that our MetaQuest 3, our next-gen VR headset, is launching later this year. MetaQuest 3 is our follow-up to MetaQuest 2 and will feature advanced tech that opens up new possibilities in both VR and MR. It will also be backwards compatible with Quest 2's entire library of over 500 games and apps. Later in the show, we'll explore Oculus Studio's biggest and most immersive game ever with a gameplay deep dive. A game that will take advantage of MetaQuest 3's cutting-edge hardware. We have way more to share when MetaQuest 3 releases, including specs, more apps and experiences, and a whole slate of groundbreaking MR content. These are all stepping stones toward our long-term vision for building the metaverse. But for today's showcase, it's all about VR games. Every title you see today will be playable on both MetaQuest 2 and 3, and is currently set to launch in the next 12 months. So let's get started. Are you ready?
Oh, oopsies. Thanks. This is what they're opening with. I'm not gonna lie, this is not what I want to open with. Like, they skipped over the Quest 3, they just like blew right through it. It's a little awkward. I mean, it's not bad, it just looks like a Beat Saber dance mahal. Honestly, what they should have got is Just Dance. If you could get the Just Dance IP, bro, I mean, Just Dance would sell headsets. I'm just saying. They need headset sellers.
Samba de Amigo in
that.
VR. I could not be more excited because music is such an important part of my life. I was a professional musician for years. And at Meta, I've gotten to work with the talented teams behind a bunch of other rhythm games. Playing Samba de Amigo in VR feels like it's always belonged here. And I can't wait to see everyone shaking their maracas when Sega brings the game to the MetaQuest store this fall.
Something. I don't think it's gonna be
Back in February, Shell Games revealed I Expect You to Die 3, Cog in the Machine.
Yeah.
Today, I can confirm that this third helping of Spy Hijinks, or Spyjinks, is coming to the MetaQuest store this year. Hopefully your skills haven't gotten too rusty, because this threequel will send agents on their most challenging mission yet, confront more villainous villains,
Yes.
tackle more perilous perils, and expect to die a few more times.
I expect you to die 3. Oh my god. I've only played like
either
parts of
very
the first
strong
game.
or
I
that
love it so
steering wheel
much.
was not
I love
attached
I expect
correctly.
you to die. It's like the escape room game. That's all it is. They're all escape
was a
rooms.
former inventor for the agency.
And the voice acting and humor is so good.
Create a better agent.
Oh, hey, I'm a butler.
You'll either prove her wrong or prove her right. You're dead in that second scenario.
It doesn't look better, I'm gonna be honest. Like,
just how superior my robots are to human agents.
Hey,
like this is the 3rd game in the trilogy. We're coming out with a new VR headset. Like, they could increase the quality of the graphics. Like, I get it's a style,
Every time we encounter Agent
but it
Phoenix, we
still
get
doesn't. It
stronger.
looks.
Check this out. We can fly now.
It's simply a matter
I
of
need
time
realistic
and
looking
iteration.
VR games. I mean, I don't. Okay, sorry. I don't need realistic VR games. Everyone else needs realistic looking VR games. And if they don't get them, they're gonna be
Are you
disappointed.
using Dr. P's notes I left in there?
But-
Aren't they great?
Yeah.
Sometimes I look at them because they make me happy.
I don't know. I'm excited. What's up, Noah? Welcome to the stream. How you doing?
You don't have to play the series in order,
it's amazing.
but if you'd like to, you'll find the first 2 games bundled in the MetaQuest store for 40%
40%
off for a
off is
limited time.
insane. That is a steal.
That's not
if
all
you have
Shell
not
Games
bought
is
those
working
games,
on.
get them right now.
They made a promise at last year's showcase. 3 games over the next 2 years. Hot off the press, let me introduce you to Silent Slayer, Vault of the Vampire. Silent Slayer is a single-player horror game that'll bring you face-to-face
I love horror
with
games
slumbering
in VR.
vampires.
It makes me.
And as you might guess from the title, stealth is
Disenchant myself.
key to survival. As Shell Games puts it, silence is golden.
Yeah.
Sound is death.
Yeah, they are likely showing the
Spooky.
Quest graphics
Let's
because
take
they
a
got
look.
backlash from showing PC graphics and stuff. But like,
Silent.
why can't they change that, dog?
Gently.
Like, they can make it look good if they tried hard enough.
Aim for the center of the chest. And do not be gentle.
Okay, that showed literally nothing. No fake out jump scare like this coming out this year, and there's no.
At last year's showcase,
Okay.
we revealed Ghostbusters: Rise of the Ghost Lord. And then I got to
Ghostbuster
drive
time.
off into the sunset in the iconic Ecto-1. For
Why
this
does she
year's
look
show,
green?
Sony Pictures VR and N-Dreams put together
She's
a
supposed to
little
look green?
dossier on the Ghost Lord
I
himself.
think they might have
Who
overdone it
is
when
he?
they called her green.
And how did he get to be so mean?
Or not enough.
Along
of
the
code.
way,
She looks
we'll
like-
get a glimpse
she
of the
looks
West
like
Coast's first
She-Hulk.
Ghostbusters
I'm gonna be
HQ.
honest.
Some
Giving off
iconic
She-Hulk
San
vibes.
Francisco landmarks, and the spirits and specters that you'll be trapping there with your friends. Let's take a look.
You
I did
think
not
you
miss
know
it.
the whole
This is
story
what-
of the
this is open
Ghostbusters.
casket.
Well, you don't know my story. 1984. My research brought me to Columbia University, where I studied under the Ghostbusters. They dismissed my work, called it dangerous. But in San Francisco, I can show them.
San Fran.
With its untapped cauldron of the undead. Where others saw fear, I saw
Untapped
subjects.
cauldron of the
How could I know my research would stir a dormant evil? Alcatraz. Tortured souls.
I was there.
Whose guilt I could drain and drain
Oh
again.
God.
Their pain, the price of progress. My dear assistant Katie understands. Soon everyone will understand.
Interesting. So they're gonna go with the
Especially you,
stylistic approach.
Ghostbusters, with your silly
I kind of thought they would
parody
go with a more
tricks.
realistic
See
looking
the
set of
progress
ghosts.
I have
But
made. Know the power I
You're good,
have
Gia.
harnessed. You will realize
just need to sound
that
so
I,
good.
Gustav Hookfather, am the genius who gave the world.
this still looks really
endless
cool.
clean
Any like
energy.
multiplayer games, I am just I love
Time of the Ghost Lord is here.
I just love multiplayer games. I like playing with my friends. If friends ever want to play with me, that is. Also, I don't know if the desktop audio is too loud. I might turn it down a bit so you guys can hear me a little bit more over it. I don't know. Oh, you can wishlist it now. Interesting.
Check this out.
Oh.
The team let me into the San Francisco Ghostbusters HQ a little early, and it's still under construction, that I've got my proton pack, my PK
She must have had
meter,
so much fun
and I know
filming all this.
exactly who I'm teaming up with to take out the Ghost Lord. Because if there's one thing you can say about me, is that I ain't afraid of no ghost. Whew. Anyway, when we asked One Hamsub, developers of Racket NX, what's something players will love about your new game, they said, you can lose an arm, then pick it back up and bash your enemies with it. There you go.
All right.
Underdogs is a physics-based brawler where you wrap
Physics-based
yourself
brawler, so
in
we
your
got another
5-ton
Gorn
gorilla
type.
mech and rampage through New Bracca.
But
the
like
22nd
Gorn already
century
did it, and
mech
like
fighting
done it,
capital
and because
of
it
the
went for
world.
stylization,
Take on
like
whatever
it
the
doesn't look
pitmasters
old.
throw your way and
So,
upgrade your
how you
mech to
gonna
be
one
even
up
more
Gorn?
fearsome. But remember, the more you climb the ranks, the more every lowlife in the city will be gunning for you. So get ready to claw your way up the food chain.
I'm so glad they have it on YouTube as well as like Facebook and stuff. They only did like Meta Connect on Facebook, and it was miserable because it bugged in.
Yo, this city ain't never gonna let two base boys like us in.
He British.
Nah, this the jungle out here, bro.
Dude's British.
If we wanna get into New
Oh, it's a
Bracca,
mech fighting thing?
we're gonna have to fight like fucking animals.
Oh my god, this gives me Love, Death, and Robot vibes. Actually, well, it's more like Pacific Rim vibes, but like I'm excited. Mech games are fun. You just feel like you're more powerful than you are. Also, they're British. You can't argue with the Brits. It does look interesting. I wonder if they'll have PvP. If they have PvP, it'll be very fun. Or even if there's PvE, but it looks like it's just single player. Underdogs. Alright. Not too bad, not too shabby. I like it. I like the look of it. That looks like Optimus Prime. That's very deceptive.
At last year's show, we revealed NFL Pro Era, the first NFL and NFLPA licensed VR football sim. Since the game's launched last October,
Pro
we've
Era I
completed
hopped
over
into
3 million NFL
while I was
seasons
in
and unlocked
ICDC
over
for
9 million
DECA. Talked about it in
trophies.
my last video.
But what's next?
Very fun.
Here to tell you is Status Pro president and co-founder
Not-
and former NFL wide receiver
I
Andrew
get
Hopkins.
it, but it wasn't
Thanks,
like
Ruth. Our goal last year at Status Pro was to give people the experience
I
of
don't
being
know.
NFL QB1.
it's still hard to replicate sports in VR. I think it's going to be a very
The
challenging
positive
thing to
response we got
ever
from our
do.
community was overwhelming, but that was just the beginning. Later this year, we're upping the game with the next evolution of NFL Pro Era. This year is all about showing the world what you've got. With the new version of NFL Pro Era, we're expanding multiplayer so you and your best friend can pit your favorite teams against each other and see who comes out on top. There's a world of competition out there, and we want to see how our community's QB skills stack up. We got a lot more to share, though, between now and launch. New features, new modes. This is more
I
than
gotta
a
find a
roster
link to
update.
my
The next version of NFL Pro
my
Era
live
will
stream.
build on last year's game in so many cool ways, and we cannot wait to get it in your hands. Check us out on social. We posted a lot of community and game updates
My
there
channel.
before we launch this fall.
Go to my
This
live stream.
is really
I
cool, by
can
the way.
Share it
Thanks, Hub.
on Twitter.
All right, moving on from the field to the court. Back in December, Resolution Games, creators of Blastin' and Demio, revealed their latest project, Racket Club, an all-new sport designed exclusively for
Gotta
VR.
go. All right, peace out, Ziad. Thank you
Practice
for
your
coming.
swing solo.
Hopefully you enjoyed.
Play pickup matches with people all around the
Hey,
world.
what's up, Highland
or
Storm?
just hang out
Welcome to
and
the stream.
socialize
How's it
courtside
going?
with your friends.
You been good?
In this
Hope you've been good.
one-of-a-kind sports
NFL Pro
complex.
Arrows is ball throwing
Here's a
simulator.
new look at Racket
No,
Club.
they made a lot of changes to it to make it like actually fun. Resolution Games makes great, just like well polished titles. But I don't know if I'm really vibing with pickleball. I guess if it's like you have to have the space and you have to like actually like move around your play space, it would be so much fun. But I don't think you're gonna have to move around your play space. Actually, you might. Yeah, you might have to like block out the cubes and be able to play around your play space. If that's the case, this might actually be kind of fun. Because that's the problem with sports games is you can't run in VR. I mean, that's the whole point of Pro Era is you can play football if you're unable to actually play football. But like, it's just less fun sports for those who didn't play the real sport. So, okay, it stays in bounds too, so you can't just like smack it out. Interesting. Oh, I was not looking forward to this game, but maybe potentially could be something interesting. What we got next? What we got next?
At our debut gaming showcase, I premiered the launch trailer for Wraith: The Oblivion Afterlife from Fast Travel Games.
Yeah, that's a horror
game. It was
game.
the first VR game set in the world of darkness. And today, we're
seems
diving
doubtful. There's
back
been a
into the
lot of
world of
games set in the world of
supernatural
darkness.
horror with an all-new adventure RPG, Vampire: The Masquerade Justice, which will send you to Venice. But not the Venice you see on postcards.
This seems like a
You
sequel to
are
that
a
one
vampire,
EVE Online game
comfortable
that
in the
got
city's
discontinued.
darkest shadows. Hide in plain sight. Drink the blood of mortals and use your vampiric abilities to become the ultimate judge of the guilty.
Maybe.
So, without further ado, let's sink our teeth into the debut trailer for Vampire: The Masquerade Justice.
Oh, okay. This is giving me Walking Dead Saints and Sinners vibes. Also CS:GO. It's giving me CS:GO vibes, but more Walking Dead Saints and Sinners vibes.
Felt like I was back on
Which
square one.
has been one of the few single player games I've played basically the whole story for.
Hiding in the night.
Oh, you can't. I hate teleportation. I get it.
I didn't
I
want to
do.
get
I
dragged into
hate
this.
it.
But the guilty must be punished.
Okay, unique weapons. Unique weapon system is really good for VR games.
You do well to remember that.
Summoning the dead.
Because if you don't, I'll make things very.
They just like give away every single like feature in the game. Alright, it's looking decent. I don't know if it's really a wish list
Next,
right now.
an adventure that never needs to end. This one is special to me. It's developed by Othergate, a studio co-founded by 4 VR veterans who I used to work with for years on the Oculus Studios team on our very first and super popular franchise, Dead and Buried. I know firsthand that these guys are masters at making fun multiplayer games, and I am honored to announce their next project, Dungeons of Eternity. This 1 to 3 player dungeon crawler generates levels from hundreds of unique chambers, so no two trips are the same. You'll explore dark crypts,
generated
ruined castles,
is gonna be
deep
amazing.
caverns, battle monstrous enemies with melee and magic.
Bro, I need to get my
solve
friends in VR this
puzzles,
summer.
avoid traps, gather
I gave my
loot,
friends VR
escape
headsets.
back to
Oh,
safety,
ignore me.
level up,
It's kind of mean,
and then
to
do
be
it all
honest,
over again
to
in a
be
brand
fair.
new dungeon. Take a look.
Okay, realistic lighting, so they're not going cartoonish style, which I respect. Respectable. Interesting approach. This reminds me of Axe Legend. I don't know if you guys remember that game off of whatever, but okay, so it looks like you actually walk around the dungeon, which is important. I like the different enemy types, puzzles, okay. Problem is if it's procedurally generated and the rooms are similar, it might get repetitive still. I don't know. There's always so big you can make these games. Oh, he just got clapped by a boss. But yeah, like, if the bosses are just like procedurally generated boss rooms, you can only hit so many of the bosses, unless they add like unique whatevers. It'll be interesting to see if that game can last, and if they'll have an online mode, or if it's just private lobbies. Dungeons of Eternity.
Okay, we brought back Samba de Amigo, but we must have other beloved classics waiting in the wings, right? How about one of the best-selling games of the 90s? An iconic mystery, maybe? Something a little spooky?
Spooky?
Yeah, I think we have one like that.
Spooky. Vertigo Games, alright. Another publisher we like. Off to a good start. Oh, that's sick. In VR, that's gonna be so cool. It's the small things. Okay. A little bit puzzle game.
Don't be afraid. I'm here to help. There are
Ghost
many
Boy
of me
Simulator.
here,
Okay.
trapped in this house.
The mansion comes to life again.
Each night, the guests arrive.
Stout, what do you want? Show yourself.
The seventh guest VR. And it's looking like a meh.
The seventh guest
It
is
was
mostly
starting
known for ushering
strong,
in
but
the CD-ROM era, once upon a time.
oh,
It's
is
a
it just
great
a
puzzle adventure game.
is
And
it
it's cool to
I
see
don't
Vertigo
remember what they're
Games
called.
and Vertigo Studios Rotterdam
What they did with
staying
Resident Evil
true
4.
to the original, but reimagining it for a new era. The team is using volumetric video to capture the live-action
Volumetric
performances
video.
of actors
That's a
to help tell the game's
crazy
story.
concept.
They're also fully recreating the iconic mansion in 3D for the first time. Just don't be surprised if it starts changing shape around you. It is haunted after all.
Okay. You know what? I'm kind of excited about it.
Guest, Vertigo is working on Arizona Sunshine 2.
Arizona Sunshine
a sequel
2.
to one of the most popular games from VR's
Finally,
early
that
days.
game is old
This
as
one
hell.
people have been waiting to see for a long
Yeah,
time.
because it's been one of the best
including
zombie
me.
games.
You might have seen the CG reveal recently, but today we have another short teaser for you.
Short teaser.
Time to say hello to your old pal Freddy, and hello to a new friend as well.
Okay, new friend. Oh, how adorable. Oh, it's just... Okay, so not game graphics.
What's going on, Fred?
That's fine.
Hold up. Allow me to show you how it's done. Nice. Good.
I'm guessing the dog's a new friend? I don't know. I don't know if there's Arizona Sunshine.
That's going Watch and look. What the? Get a room.
This might be an in-game
You know that
animation.
only counts as one.
That dog jump was weird for it to just be a CGI rendering. So
In
that
Arizona
could be the real
Sunshine 2,
graphics.
you'll survive the desolate waste of Arizona
What did Zuck
with
say?
your new best friend Buddy.
Pre-ordering's
who you
out
can
now.
trust to have your back, even when Freddy's are trying to take a
For
bite out
Quest
of it.
3. Yep, pre-ordering's out now.
Arizona
for
Sunshine
Quest 3.
2 launches later this year, so be sure to check out the game's
All right.
extended CG reveal trailer if you haven't already. Okay. Last November, Netflix and Tender Claws
Oh, wait,
revealed
never
that the
mind.
hit
Asgard's
series
Wrath
Stranger Things
2
is coming to VR.
Is coming out.
I hope you're comfortable in the Upside Down, because you're going to be spending a lot of time there.
Okay,
In this
never mind.
killing psychological horror
Not the Quest
experience, you are Vecna, invading people's
too
minds
short.
and conjuring up their worst nightmares as you look to take revenge
Yeah,
on Eleven
I
and her
agree.
friends. Stranger Things VR comes to MetaQuest
Oh, it's coming
store
out this
later
year?
this year. And here is a brand new trailer.
Okay. I'm excited for this game. Mainly because it's going to bring people to VR for it being so well known.
I saw a means to realize
Become
my
Vecna?
potential.
Oh my god, we get to be the bad guys.
Transcend the human form. To become
Bro, it doesn't make any sense that because he was an asshole, he got superpowers for going into the evil realm. Like, what? How does that work? What do you mean transcend your human form? You don't get to transcend. You're a dick. Only, like, pure-hearted people get to transcend or something, right? Isn't that, like, fucking... This is kind of cool, though. You get to haunt little children and terrify them. The graphics actually look pretty good. I like the art style. Because it's hard to go realistic on the Quest. So to go with the little, like, oil painting style, I don't know what you'd really call it, shading style, works super well with all the VR games I've seen it done in.
Next, it's time
If
to
you do it
strap
right.
into your omnidirectional mobility gear and prepare to fight the unthinkable. Attack on Titan is a best-selling manga series, acclaimed
Official
anime
Attack on Titan
adaptation,
game?
and now, thanks to the team at Universe, an exhilarating VR game. Attack on Titan VR Unbreakable lets you join the Scout Regiment and go head-to-head with the Titans themselves. Swing through the air using your ODM gear and take down enemies many times your size as you try to protect the last vestiges of
That's
humankind.
cool.
Some of you may
I'm not an
already
Attack
be
on Titan
familiar
fan,
with this
but I know a
game
lot of people
because
who
we
are.
teased it late last year. But you didn't get to see the game's dynamic, high-flying battles. Today you will.
Bro, this is gonna be motion sickness inducing. Like inducing. Like people gonna be hella sick trying to play this game. This is not gameplay. At least it does not look like gameplay. Bro, they butchered the Titans. They are not scary. They were scary in the show. This is not scary. That's not even gameplay. Why you gotta do that to us?
Back in 2011, Polish developer
Yeah, I
People Can
agree.
Fly, the creators
Yep.
behind Outriders and Painkiller, introduced the world to skill shots.
This is what it is.
Blast an enemy out of the air, skill shot. Kick him into a cactus, skill shot. Crush somebody under a hot dog cart. You get the idea. Now
Under a
imagine
hot
how
dog
creative
cart?
you could get with that
That sounds
system in
fun.
VR. Forget imagining it. We've got it. Here's your first look at Bulletstorm in VR.
Bro, she gets so much good rapport. She's the one who's like, oh yeah, you get this awesome game, and this awesome game, and this awesome game. Gotta get Zuck up here to like talk about some of this stuff. I know he's got like better things to do with his time, like run a company, but like, man could build some nice rapport. Being the one who tell gamers that they get all this cool stuff, it's the way to win. Sacrifice version looks better, yeah. It might be the same game, the Sacrifice one. I don't know if you know who's made the Sacrifice one. Okay, this game actually doesn't look too bad. It's just a run and gunner, which we have a ton of on the class. But I mean, they got some interesting gunplay. Can you shoot someone into the helicopter? Oh, I want to see someone get shredded. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of an arcade game. I'll be honest. It feels like one of those arcade games that you go to an, like putt-putting and you would play this. Don't get me wrong, kind of cool, but
This is the
Whoa,
Bulletstorm we
lame.
all know and love. Every skill shot, every story beat fully recreated from the ground up for VR. And for the first time, you'll
That's the
actually
problem.
be
VR
able to
still
handle an
feels
energy leash, deliver
arcade-ish.
devastating blows, and mow down
which is
hordes
where I
of
think mixed
mutated
reality
enemies.
from the Quest 3 will
So
be
book
a
your ticket
huge
to the
step
planet
forward.
Stygia
And things
for
like
later this
Stranger
year.
Things.
And
Big
thanks
brand
to People
IP
Can Fly and
is
Incuvo
it's
for
the
bringing
way to
such
sell
a fun
headsets.
project to life.
And
Okay.
I wanna
Before
sell
we
more
start
headsets
talking
to
about our
people, so I have
final
more people
game,
to play with.
I know you've been waiting for an update on
Assassin's
Assassin's
Creed?
Creed in VR. And I have good news.
If they're talking about it, it means it's coming
Assassin's
out this
Creed
year.
Nexus is coming to the MetaQuest store by
Yes!
the end of the year. Tune into Ubisoft Forward on
Oh,
June
but it's an
12th
Ubisoft
for the
game.
full
I
reveal of Assassin's Creed Nexus.
So like
Alright.
nothing's set in
I
stone.
promised you a deep dive. Let's get into it. In 2019, Asgard's Wrath took us on an epic journey across the fabled 9 realms of Norse mythology. That journey ended here, imprisoned in this very tavern by the trickster god Loki. But Destiny has more in store for you.
I never got to play Asgard.
From Sanzaru
because it was
Games
on
and
the original
Oculus
Rift
Studios,
way before my
this
time with
is
VR.
the world premiere of Asgard's Wrath 2.
So I'm interested to see. if it can pick off as a standalone story or not.
All realms.
He must not be stopped.
Betrayal has made you stronger, Guardian.
Oh, this did get leaked. I saw this somewhere. Interesting. Okay. Some really cool mechanics. Puzzle.
Your reality is mine, Guardian.
Exact your vengeance.
And unleash your wrath.
Bosses. Beheadings. It's doing pretty good. I've heard is like some people's like old favorites. Is Asgard's Wrath, the original? I don't know if it's like favorite game it would be, but like people say they really vibe with it. Interesting. Alright. Not too shabby. That is true. The Norse mythology games are always just
Asgard's Wrath 2 is an all-new standalone adventure in this epic series. Freed from prison by the Weavers of Fate, you'll set out on a new quest across time and space.
I learned about those in Latin class.
To the deserts of ancient Egypt. Here on the Great Sand Sea,
I think this is
you'll
like
once
their
again
big
battle gods
game
and creatures of myth
of the
to
year.
stop Loki from upending all of creation. When the original Asgard's Wrath released on PC VR, it wowed players with its jaw-dropping scale, brutal physics-based combat, and stunning graphics. Asgard's Wrath 2 will set a whole new standard for wireless VR.
Okay.
This is
Hopefully.
the deep and immersive action RPG that you've been waiting for. Packing enormous, free-roaming
an RPG?
environments, gorgeous
That sure would
visuals, and well over 60 hours of exploration and tense
60
combat
hours?
into MetaQuest 2 and MetaQuest 3. Today, my friend Matt Kramer, head of design at Sanzaro Games, will take us on a tour of the team's groundbreaking title.
Please tell me it's open
Everything you're
world.
about
Or like
to see
close to
is
open
captured
world.
in game. Matt, the mic's yours.
Thanks, Ruth. I'm so excited to show everyone what we've been working on at Sanzaro these last few years. Asgard's
better have a
Wrath
PC
2 picks up
version,
where the
actually.
first game left off, in a mysterious tavern you can't escape from. You're suddenly thrust into battle with a giant creature, clearly from another realm. Just when you think all is lost, you encounter the Weavers of Fate, a trio of beings that set you off upon your adventure to find and stop Loki. So just how much bigger is this game? Not only will you travel through new Asgardian
There's no shot this is on
locations
Quest.
like Muspelheim, the Land of Fire, the Weavers of Fate will also bring you into new realms like the vast desert expanse of ancient Egypt. These massive worlds, beyond the scope of any other game on the MetaQuest platform, come alive in Asgard's Wrath 2. Dotted with temples, caves and dungeons.
Bro, this gives off
Characters to
like
meet,
Travel well.
monsters
Zenith
to battle,
vibes if Zenith was like cool
quests and side
and not
quests,
weird and quirky.
wildlife,
Also, I do
crafting
like
resources,
Zenith. Zenith is
mini
fun.
games and more.
But
This
oh
is a
my
living
God.
world
This
you can
looks
roam and
sick.
explore freely.
That you could
The
sink
most
so much of your
expansive
life
these
into.
worlds is the Great Sand Sea, full of hidden treasures and unique events. You could spend hours upon hours
Yeah,
exploring
it's
this
the
map
quest, so
and
everything will
still
be
not
empty.
discover
Welcome back,
all its
Ziad.
secrets. You might
That's the
decide
issue,
to prove your
is that
combat
quest stuff
prowess
just
by
hard to
hunting rare,
populate,
high-level
because
monsters
entities
that roam the sands,
Take a lot of
or gather plants or and animal
something.
parts
I don't
to craft
actually
useful
know
consumable
game
goods,
stuff.
such as bait to attract wildlife, or a ward that provides a temporary AoE benefit wherever you throw it. But it's not all about survival. Kick back and fish, or beat
Fishing
your high
mechanics
scores at
makes the game a
Slingshot
top
Shooting
tier game.
Gallery.
I don't even like
There's
fishing.
no
Just
shortage
fishing
of
in
stuff
VR is
to
so
do and
satisfying.
see outside the primary quest line. These worlds are so big, you're going to want some more speed as you move through them. Luckily, you'll have the power of a god at your fingertips. As with Asgard's Wrath, you'll be able to transform a few brave animals into unique warrior followers to help you solve puzzles and
I feel like
eviscerate
that's
enemies.
kind of like
New in
slavery.
this game, they'll serve as powerful mounts that can carry you swiftly
If they have
across
like
the
that much
massive realms of
sentientness.
Asgard's Wrath 2.
Like that's where like I always said with like at least with Heaven and Dragon, they said
Of
something pretty
course.
at the end, but like
What's fast on foot or mount can look very different to a god.
I guess they were friends. I guess dedication or something.
Like Asgard's Wrath, you'll also see the world from the god scale perspective and use your cosmic powers to manipulate the mortal world around you.
Interesting.
Reach
So they're gonna
inaccessible
have
areas,
puzzles
solve puzzles,
that
and
require you to go from God mode to human mode. Okay, I like that. That's
you
a
can't
good
save
mechanic.
the world alone, though. Egypt is full of would-be heroes who need your godly assistance to enter the realm of legend. Each hero in Asgard's Wrath 2 is completely unique. Different weapons, different skills and abilities, and different strengths. By possessing these mortals, you can help them fulfill their destinies and get closer to yours as well. The first of these heroes is Abraxas, a cynical tomb robber with a grudge against the gods. You and Abraxas make an
They're really
unlikely
going into
pair,
a lot of details.
but you'll have to work together
I
to
guess if
take
it's
down
coming out.
fearsome enemies like the bloodthirsty goddess Sekhmet. Abraxas seeks
Sekhmet?
vengeance against Sekhmet for the
Sekhmet,
murder of his
not
father.
Sekhmet.
With
Although
his
Sekhmet's a
boomerang
badass
axe,
name for a
whip
villain.
sword, and bladed shield at your command, he'll stop at nothing to defeat her. Combat was one of the aspects players loved most about Asgard's Wrath, us included. It was vicious and brutal. Whether swinging a sword, throwing an axe, or even
There's a
using
decent
your
amount of
fists,
blood in this game.
the combat made you feel powerful and skilled.
Alien blood. But like for
In the first
meta
game, the
title.
combat favored a defense-first approach, meaning you had to block and parry a series of enemy attacks before you had a chance to remove their runic shields. This loop had to be completed 3 or 4 times before you could start damaging an enemy. In Asgard's Wrath 2, our updated
Okay,
combat
update the
system
combat
is
system.
centered around player choice.
To be more
Nothing is
fast-paced.
holding you back.
Nice.
You can chip away at enemy shields through a flurry of attacks or land skilled parries to trigger opportunity windows that let you cut through your enemy's defenses with ease.
Oh, that was a sick
We've
fatality.
also expanded the
That was a
systems
sick
to include
fatality.
elemental types for a greater degree of player customization
Elemental.
and wider
Okay.
variety
Taking
amongst
some
enemy
Breath of the Wild
archetypes.
shit, the Kingdom Fire.
This
Beheading
time,
is sick.
we have a full physics system implemented for weapons, with swords, axes, bows, staffs, and more at your disposal. You can find a
Looking
combat
good.
style that's right for you. But you'll need to change up your approach, as enemies will now react to your every movement and switch up their own attacks.
Oh.
You'll
Oh.
also unlock new skills and
Oh, they
abilities
caught
as
his
you level
axe.
up, letting you invest
Skill tree?
further in the weapons you use most.
Oh my god.
Unlock powerful abilities and super attacks to
Skill
truly
tree is
change the
insane.
game.
I love skill
Nothing
trees.
feels better than
They're so
seeing your weapon
satisfying.
soar into
Just
the
like
air and rain down on a horde of enemies. You'll also
Oh,
discover
it's so
relics
cool.
you can slot into
Bro,
your
they have
weapons
been working
and
on this for
armor
a hot
that will
minute.
provide you with powerful buffs, like adding fire damage
How is
to your weapon.
this feels like
or
one of those
heal
things
over
that they
time.
like. This feels like
Allowing
Overwatch
you
2
to
moment for
customize
real,
your weapon
where they
set
promise
against
like so
each
much
enemy
cool
you
PvE
face.
stuff, and then they're like,
But
nah.
you won't
But
be
like
the
this
only
is actually
one
coming out at the end of
leveling
the year.
Your
They held their
animal
tongue.
followers have their
No
own
one even
skill
knew this
trees
was like in the
that will
works.
grow in
Like why would
power the
anyone
more you
suspect
spend time
Asgard's
with
Wrath
them.
2?
Even with an upgraded companion,
This is beyond
and all
anything I
these
would've
powers
guessed.
at your disposal.
I was like not
Don't
looking
think
forward to
the
this being
enemy
like the
AI will
flagship
go
game
easy
of
on
the
you. As you level up, so will they.
showcase, but like
Gaining new abilities, smarter tactics,
I take that back.
sneaky counters, stronger armor, powerful super attacks, and
yeah,
relics
it's
to
like
use
better
against you.
Zenith.
Some will
Yeah,
even
that's the
heal
one thing
each
I wish
other,
we had a co-op.
boost each
But
other's
I don't
damage,
think they could run this
or
co-op.
call for
There are
reinforcements.
way too much issues.
You'll have to use all the strength, endurance,
But it would be
speed,
really nice.
and quick thinking you can muster
Hopefully.
to forge a path
Sorry, I
through
only
the
got, like,
ravenous
3
enemies
hours of sleep
that
last
lay
night.
between you and
Hopefully
your
there
destiny.
will be modding that comes out for it, making it multiplayer. At least for the PC version,
For a
if
true
there is a
challenge
PC version.
and the opportunity to
better be
earn
PC
bragging
version.
rights amongst your friends, you can step into the uncharted
I don't
rifts
know. I
infinitely replayable
don't see this
dungeon
not
crawling
coming out
mode
on the Quest 2
with exclusive
because
loot
you can
that
already
can take
pre-order
back
it
with you into
right
the
now,
main campaign.
and the Quest 3
The
release date
rifts
isn't
are
even
always
out.
open, so you can
that wouldn't
visit
make
at
a whole lot of
any
sense.
point during or even after the campaign and put your skills against some of the toughest time-limited challenges the rifts have to offer.
Okay,
Face
so they have like little
increasingly
dungeons
ferocious
too.
enemies as you delve deeper into these
This is
endless
expansive.
labyrinths,
There's a
encountering
lot
the
here.
ghosts of players who fell victim to the rifts before you. Whether friend or foe, these specters will be part of your dungeon, helping or hindering your progress. Survive long enough, and you'll earn a spot on the leaderboards.
Hold
And
up,
those
you
precious
can
bragging
summon
rights.
people who played in the same
Uncharted
arena you're
rifts are
playing
deep
in,
and
who
full
like
of
have died
mystery.
previously,
They're almost like a
and like
whole
get
game
like a
on their
little
own.
AI help
And we've
from a
barely
real
scratched the
person's
surface
character.
of all the unique dangers you'll encounter. I hope that this first
That's
look
amazing.
at Asgard's Wrath 2 has you excited. We've got so much more to show you. More heroes, more companions, more gods, Loki anomalies. I can't wait to show you more.
The Fates also have a sick character design.
Back to you, Ruth.
Like that is a badass character design right there. I'm looking at the Asgard Wrath
Okay.
thing, but
Now head over to the MetaQuest store because pre-orders of Asgard's Wrath 2
it says
are
only on
open.
MetaQuest in the
Pre-order,
little
and you'll
thing
get a
that
copy of the original
Zuck put
Asgard's
out,
Wrath on
so,
PC.
Yeah.
You don't have to play it
It
before,
looks like-
but it'll add some fun context.
Yeah.
You'll
it's
also get
unfortunate.
immediate
It doesn't
access
look
to
like
the
there's a
great
Rift version
Sandsea
coming
home
out or
environment
any
I'm
sort of
standing in
PC
now,
version.
and unlock an exclusive Asgard's Wrath 2 themed character, as
Which
well
means
as the
streaming
title
it's
of
gonna be a
Cosmic Guardian
pain.
in Population 1.
Oh.
And once Asgard's Wrath 2 launches later this year, those who pre-ordered will get access to the Sword of Ra and the Sun God's battle armor.
Okay. So a little bit of pay one.
That's the end of our main showcase. But stick around for more, because up next, we have some of the most passionate VR creators sitting down to discuss the games from the show. And while you're there, we're running a sale on
These are some of the
favorites like
ambassadors.
NFL Pro
Some of the
Era,
ambassadors went
Resident
out to
Evil
San
4,
Francisco.
Phone Lab,
I did
Among
not,
Us,
but some of the
and
other
many more.
ambassadors did.
And like
to
last year,
hang
we're
out
also
and
giving away this
talk about the
awesome
games.
room I'm standing in. It's available now in settings under
I
home
want to see
environments.
what they did. I'm excited.
Of course, there's
This is
so
their
much
moment,
more
though.
we
Their
want to
moment
share
to
with
shine.
you. We plan to announce more games, major updates to existing titles, and we've got a whole new headset to launch. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and thanks to the developers who helped put this show together. Keep playing,
Okay.
and we'll see you
I love
next
how they're
year.
just like tacking them on at the end. Like, oh yeah, and we got some like ambassador things if you want to stick around and watch them. Well, VR creative things, I guess. They're not specifically ambassadors, but the majority of them I think are ambassadors.
I'm going to be in so much trouble if this leaks, but this actually looks a lot like Quest 6. The Ecto 1? Oh yeah, that's still parked at my place. No, they're not getting it back.
A little bit of bloopers. Little bloopers.
Long have I guarded this.
Hi, everyone. I'm Travis
That was
Williams,
weird.
Head of Production at Oculus Publishing. We hope you enjoyed our showcase and are excited for all the awesome games. We gathered some of our talented developers and your favorite VR content creators to talk a bit more about two
Oh
of them,
yeah.
Asgard's Wrath 2 and Ghostbusters, Rise of the Ghost Lord. First up is Asgard's Wrath 2,
Woo,
the
it's
massive
Jasmine.
RPG coming to
And
Quest later
Wolf.
this year from Sandstorm Games. Let's meet our
And I don't
guest.
know who's on the
Matt
far right.
Kramer is the studio creative director at Sandstorm Games and a good friend of mine.
What's
Matt?
up, Travis?
You know?
That looked
And
so
here to grill
scripted.
him
That
with
hurt.
questions are VR gaming creators from the community.
Who
We
is
are
on the
pleased
right?
to welcome Jasmine of VR with Jasmine.
Hi, everybody.
What's going on, Jasmine? Jeff, aka a wolf in VR.
That's me.
What's going on? And Thomas, aka Voodoo, DE.
Hi, guys.
Thank you all so much for being here. You guys have just
Interesting.
seen our reveal trailer and gameplay walkthrough. I'm sure you have plenty of questions, but first, I'm going to kick things off with a question to Matt. What led your studio from the first game to Asgard's Wrath 2?
Well, you know, for the first game, we just knocked it out of the park.
It's been like
the
a
largest,
hot minute
biggest
since the
action
first game came out.
RPG
They must have
ever
been
made
working
in
on
VR.
that for like
So what are we gonna do? Let's make
a
it bigger.
long
Let's
time.
make it better. And that is
Like
what we're
a
doing with Asgard's Wrath
long
2.
time.
So I cannot wait for you guys to dig into this game.
I want to so bad.
Like, Wrath 2 has so many different layers of gameplay. We've got the Uncharted Rifts. We've got over 60 plus hours of gameplay in large, huge, expansive worlds.
60.
So you guys saw the mounts, which we'll talk about further.
Yes.
You can look at that. Get it.
I've read
in on this.
Yeah,
Look at that.
that's me and the Panther thing.
That's our next mocap right there. So, but you know, we've got these mounts, and so that just gives you any inkling of the size of the worlds. You can
Hey, what's up,
transform
Dolphin?
any of those guys at any moment.
So Jasmine, you're new to the Asgard's Wrath experience.
Welcome to the stream.
What did you think of the trailer?
Wow, that's what I thought. The whole time, I think my jaw was on the floor, just like, what? There's more, there's more, there's more. And honestly, the entire time I was looking at it, first I did notice how beautifully designed the characters are. Like their costumes look beautiful, so intricate, which is amazing.
They picked a perfect setting, like
the quest.
having it be
but aside from that, I
based
was also
on
the whole
the
time I was
gods
feeling like,
is
am
just
I in a movie? I
Egypt.
feel like
Oh
I'm
my God.
literally
It's just
in a
perfect
movie.
for
So could you talk
everything
more
about
about
it
like
in
how much of the storyline is like built into there?
Actually, what does
so
MMO mean?
Asgard's Wrath 2 takes off where the first one left off. And the good news is you don't have to play the first
Thank
game.
God, because
we've got an awesome recap
wanna
that you
go
can
play it.
see in VR, and we retell the whole story.
Oh, they retell the story.
So
I don't care
first
about
game,
story
you're kind
anyway.
of a flesh
I'm not a
of
story
God.
player.
Loki
I
takes
skip
you under his
all
wing,
of the story.
And if you remember,
Tears
Loki
of the
left you
Kingdom.
in a prison, and you're trapped there. So the second game takes off with these Weavers of Fate intervening and helping you get out of this prison to track down Loki where he is. And that's where we find him in ancient Egypt.
Very cool.
Jeff. Yeah. Man, look. You're old school.
Jeff is just like,
oh yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So tell me, like, what's your favorite memory?
Dude, okay.
Pick one.
Okay, my favorite thing about the first game is probably the scale of it. I mean, you know, you're a god, you're a little person, so on and so forth, but when you first walk into Jotunheim, which is the world of giants and all that, and you just look in the background and this giant's like suddenly getting up off the ground, and you're just like way down here, and he's like looking up, craning your neck to see these giants moving. It's just incredible, and that's something that you can only feel in VR.
Absolutely. I agree. So how about this Asgard's Wrath?
Oh man, I'm so excited about it, and I assume you guys have.
It's
even
so
more, like,
interesting
collectibles
hearing the
and
different
all
shifts
around
in
the world that
personality
people can
between
find.
the
'Cause I remember
interviewers
one
and
of my favorite
interviewees.
parts about the first
Just
one
like
is
creators
I
are
played
just
through
so
the entire game,
lively,
you
and
know,
then
you
they're
hit
like,
the
I
credits, but then there are
agree
these massive like
completely.
side dungeons that tell their own story, and you kind of find those in random locations. Do you have stuff like this too?
But
where
yeah,
I can go
this
out and
is
just
just
do an entirely
looking like a
different
little
game outside the
interview
main story?
section.
Yeah, and it's something that
Really cool. I'm not gonna stream the whole thing. I encourage you guys to go watch. I would like to do something like this in the future. So obviously, if this holds retention and does decently well, this is what I guess Meta will be looking at when planning for future events such as these. And I think it's a good way to get like creators involved. So yeah, I encourage you to go watch if you want. But I'm gonna end off the stream here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed what games you saw, and I'm excited to hop into some of them. Let me know which ones you want me to record, stream, do all that sort of jazz. And Quest 3 is coming out, which is insane. But I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody. Bye.